And let me know once you can see my screen.
Yes, I can see it.
Perfect. Okay. So what I'm showing you here, this is roomMaster Anywhere. This is the landing page. It's just a simple URL that you'll get. And it really is just plug and play. So everyone is going to get their own unique user ID. So I'm guessing it'll be just you and your husband at first. But if you bring on like a front desk person or, a housekeeping, you can tailor their job role based off of what you want them to see.
Great.
Yeah. So it's not a one size fits all, which is great because you can really simplify this or make it as intuitive as you like. And the idea behind the dashboard is you can really do everything straight from this screen without having to do multiple clicks. Now, for some things like reports, you'll have to go to the back office. But for the majority, your day can be spent straight from here. And really for reservation purposes, I'm going to show you, there's probably like 6 different ways on how to make a reservation, but I will not do that because that can become very confusing and almost too much. So I'm going to show you just the few most common ways, and then we'll go from there. So what I am showing you here is the booking chart, which this will show the 18 rooms and then the quick room display. And what this will show is the 18 rooms in a room list and then a room chart. So these 2 windows right here, theoretically, you can run the day-to-day of the hotel just using just those 2 tabs. You can make rooms dirty. You can mark rooms clean. You can make reservations. It's going to show who's coming and going. It'll show who owes you money. So just for demo purposes, I'll use the scenario that someone's calling the front desk. Well, I guess it'll be calling you guys, right? So someone's calling you and they're wanting to check in on the 24th and check out on the 28th. All you have to do is just drag the inquiry. And then from there, it almost becomes like a shopping cart. So it'll bring the inquiry page. You'll select the rate. And then if you guys are going to charge for, flowers or parking, or if you guys are going to have a pet fee, all of those optional and extras can be added in the back office, so they can be added to the reservation.
Oh, great.
So from there, we'll just use Bob. We can see Bob's statistics. Bob's been with us before. He's had a lot of no-shows. He's made 33 reservations, 18 no-shows. So I use this as an example because, this is probably not our ideal persona. And all that to say, you can put in different notes for the guests, and it'll just carry over for the life of that particular guest profile. So we'll accept the terms. And then from here, I know you had mentioned Shift4 and Elevon. I'm sorry, Stripe and Elevon.
Yeah.
We have internal credit card processing called roomMaster Payments. Yeah, so you wouldn't even have to worry about using any of those companies. You would just go through us, and we can provide you 2 free machines. And someone's calling the property, you put in the information in the PMS. PCI will then tokenize it just to make sure that it's a valid card. And now that reservation has been confirmed. So
great.
Yeah, that's really as simple as it gets for the reservation process. From here, you can change the rate. You can change the amount of people that are going to be in there. These fields, when you set up when we set up the PMS for you, a lot of these fields can be customized, so they don't have to say what's in here. This is just for the demo. And then from here, you can send customized emails, confirmation, sign-in sheet. I don't want to get too lost in that. But one thing that I do want to talk about, and before I show you, I want to see if you think it would be beneficial, is we have what's called a guest portal. And what essentially it would allow the guest to do is to check in from their phone. So this person is checking on the 24th. Let's say on the 21st, they go to their phone. They can go to a URL and actually check in from their phone. So the day they get there, all they need is their key, and then they can go to their room.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so they can sign, they can do a digital signature, they can upload their driver's license. Is that something you think you'd use?
Yeah.
Okay. So then I'll definitely show it to you. And that's called the guest portal. So
Okay.
we'll leave this open. I'm going to show you what it looks like from a guest perspective, and then we'll talk about the back office. So Bob is going to the website. He's checking in on the 24th. So this will say the name of your property. You can have the color scheme, whatever the color scheme is of your hotel.
Okay.
So Bob is checking in on the 24th. 0880-5802. 0880-5802. Did I get that right? 5802. Perfect. I got it. So passport and vehicle registration number. These can be
customize these.
Yep. Okay. All of these fields can be customized. So this is just for the demo.
Cool.
Yeah. So we'll put in all the information. And let's say your check-in is at 4, but on the 24th, they're going to be there at 2. This way,
Okay.
What am I missing here? There we go. So we'll continue. And then if you guys are going to require a passport or driver's license, we'll upload the driver's license. So we can see Mr. Bean is an actual person. And then the other cool thing is if you're going to require this, they have to take a picture to match the driver's license. This way it's the actual person. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll make sure Bob's reservation looks good. He's going to sign it. So now all I need to do, I've checked in. All I need to do is show up and get my keys. Now, from a guest perspective, if we go back to the booking chart, we go to Bob's reservation. We can see his reservations here. We can see that he's already accepted the terms. So then if we go into the booking, we can view the signature and then the driver's license. And then if they uploaded the picture to match the driver's license, it would show up right there.
Cool.
So that's the reservation process, coupled with the guest check-in. Any thoughts or questions on that?
No, it seems pretty simple. I like the self check-in. That's a cool feature.
It is, yeah, and it allows for the guest to have more of a, when you go to a hotel, sitting in line, having to do the sign-in sheet, and it just makes the check-in process more streamlined.
Yeah, I love it.
Awesome. So if we transition back over to the sidebar here, this is where housekeeping is managed. Excuse me. And I won't spend too much time here, but it's pretty straightforward. The housekeeping portion of this, like I said, you can give access to whoever's going to be managing this, but green is clean and red is dirty. Okay. And it's as simple as, if it's dirty and you guys know that the staff went in there and cleaned it, you mark it as clean, put in any notes, save it.
Can the housekeeping staff access this to mark it clean when they're done?
Yeah, absolutely. That's actually encouraged, because what's cool is this dashboard right here. This is the dashboard that I created for housekeeping. It literally, this is all it's going to show. So when they log in, it'll show who's coming and going, and then any messages. And then they won't be able to see front desk. They won't be able to see catering, back office, or settings. All they're going to see is housekeeping. So they can't get lost. They won't be able to break anything. You won't have to worry about them seeing any folios or anything like that.
Awesome. Thank you. That's cool.
Yeah. So if we go back to the sidebar here, the back office will have pretty much your rate management, the booking engine, the guest portal. This is really going to be where your managers are going to be at. The rate management is going to be where you're doing, setting up your rates, setting up your packages. If you're going to have your best available rate, which would be just like your standard rate, and then you're going to do like a discounted rate or even promotional rates, you can do all that through here. The other thing is seasons. So if you're anticipating a high or a low season, you can have the rates fluctuate based off of that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. and then also flexing. So, if you guys do like let's say there's a concert that weekend and you're going to have more traffic, you can have a flex to where the rate goes up based off of the occupancy. So if the occupancy starts to go up, you need to drive that rate up. If it starts to go down, then you need to lower the rate.
That's really neat that you have all those options.
Yeah, and it does seem like a lot, but again, anything that you're not going to use, even within the rate management, like if let's say you're just using the rates and you're not using any of these other fields, all of those can be turned off in the settings. So it is very customizable in that way.
Cool. What's
So
optional extras? There was a menu that said optional extras.
Yeah, the optional extras, that's anything that's going to be added to the reservation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So these can be showcased on the website, on the booking engine, but then also like if someone's calling and let's say I'm manning the front desk and I'm making that reservation, I can add these different optional and extras.
Okay.
Good question. Anything else that jumped out?
No, everything else seems explanatory.
Awesome. So if we go to the booking engine, I'll show you what it looks like from a guest going to your website, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the back office of it and how everything is configured. So someone goes to your website and actually it is, yeah. And this is just the basic, template.
Yeah.
I did try finding, maybe you can help me here. Because the one that I found was in the UK. Is there an existing website?
Put Portland.
There we go. Okay.
They're using Guesty now.
Perfect. Oh, I love this. I love the art. Are you guys gonna keep it like the same?
We're gonna keep the
style,
art, yeah.
or okay?
Yeah.
It's very modern.
Yeah, it's
wow.
It's hand painted murals in each room, and they're different in each room, and they're cool.
Wow. Yeah, I'm a landscape artist, so I really appreciate this a lot. Yeah. This is kind of an inception painting right here. It's like the room, but in a painting in the room.
Super cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the rooms are so cool. Yeah, we're lucky to find something where it's already got really cool accents all over.
That's cool. Well, all of that to say is just how it is with Guesty. You do the book now, it'll redirect them to the booking engine. But if you guys have an IT person that knows anything about iframe, that's an option you can use as well.
Yeah, I
Are you familiar with that?
Yeah. A little bit. I used to do some because my prior life was analytics and stuff, so I did some coding and
cool.
Before that, some website stuff. So I'm not good, but I could mess around with things and get it to work.
Yeah, I think that gives you a leg up, above a lot of hoteliers. Even though this may be your first hotel, that definitely gives you a leg up, because this right here is where a lot of people get hung up, because it's daunting to have to put together a booking engine, because people think that it's a website, but it's not really a website that you're doing. And I'll show you the back office. All you're doing is following a dropping ball and uploading information. So the fact that you know a little bit about iframe, I feel like you have a leg up against a lot of people. So but as far as the booking engine goes, again, they come here, they put in whatever their date range is. If you guys are going to do like wedding events or different groups, you can create group blocks.
Do groups.
Yeah, so they can come to the website, put in that code, and then right here it'll show the information for that block. And then from here, I put in my parameter. It's going to show me what's available for that date range. And if you guys are just offering one rate or multiple rates, it's going to show that. So the optional and extras that I was talking about earlier, that's going to be found on the next page. So if you guys are going to include that in that specific rate, so you build out the rate itself with the rate code, and then under that you put in, I want to add breakfast, I want to add, or if you don't want to add anything.
Okay.
So there's a lot of layers that you can have within the rates.
Nice.
But if they're going to choose the breakfast option, they would put it in there.
Okay.
And then from here, pertinent information, first name, last name, all these fields can be customizable. They accept the terms, and then they get their confirmation.
Cool.
And then that reservation would go directly into the system probably within like 2 seconds. So whoever's working the front desk, they would get a notification that a reservation came through.
Awesome.
And then as far as the back office goes, again, I won't go through all the tabs, but for instance, room images. All you do is follow the dropping ball. So let's say these are your 4 room types: deluxe, suite, queen, and king. You just upload each picture for each room type, and then you go back. And then same thing with the descriptions. We'll give you the pre-populated amenities. So you just follow each one. And then the only one that is a bit of, I don't even want to call it, techie, would be the color. But this you can just Google,
easy.
like, you could Google whatever your color is.
I know how to do that.
That would be the only thing that would get anyone caught up on building out the booking engine. Everything else is pretty straightforward.
Okay. Yeah. I've been using hex numbers in Excel for.
Oh, you'll be fine. Yeah. I mean, literally the system it's designed, like I said, to where you can be as intuitive and in depth as you'd like, or you can have it as simplified as you need it to be.
Yeah.
So is there anything that I'm missing or that I've neglected to show you
because
so
what
far?
I used to do was reporting and analytics. I was very curious about how I can access the data that's in here and run reports with it.
I knew I was forgetting something. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So data and analytics, where's your money coming from? Where's it going? Who's paying you? Who owes you money? There's a bunch of reports in here that you can run.
Okay.
I'm not going to go through all of them, but all that to say, if let's say there's 5 on this list that you're going to use daily, just turn the other ones off. Same thing with the advanced ones, because the first batch are really going to have to do with where the people are at, where the bodies are going to be staying at in each room, more of your logistical reports. And then the second batch, the advanced reports, are going to have to do more with your revenue. So where's your money coming from? Like a channel manager report. You can do one based off of booking engine. So the second batch is going to be more of your financials. And then you also have a daily report called your day end close. And I'll show you that here in a moment. But what the day end close does, it'll automatically run. So let's say at 9 p.m. every night, you want it to run. It'll roll over every night, and it'll let you know, hey, Bob checked in at 10 o'clock. There needs to be an action done to his folio. Mary owes us $50. Make sure you click on that. So it'll give you these errors once it rolls over, so you can go back and fix whatever it was.
Okay.
And that's something that's automated, so you won't have to worry about that.
All right, nice. Is there a way to customize these reports?
Yeah, for sure. Let me, I'll just do a revenue one. I'll just keep it simple.
Okay.
But the majority of them will give you multiple filters, and I'll show you here what I'm talking about. So the majority of them will give you a lot of these different filters you can put in. Like if you want to compare it to last year, there's accommodation. So you can, if you guys have like a meeting room, and that's going to be considered a non-bedroom, you can run reports on that. So let's just see what I can get. I'll do January. Report up until now.
Can you export the data?
You can, yep, definitely.
Okay.
So this can be exported PDF, Excel. You can email it to yourself.
Cool.
All right. So this one is, again, just a basic revenue report. It's going to show me, whatever my variance was the prior year, and then most importantly, what your ADR is, and then your revenue. And this one is showing in-house. So this would be people walking in, central reservations. That would be through the booking engine, and then welcome online. That would be through one of the channels. So this is just a basic report, but it gives you a really good breakdown of, where your money's coming from.
All right. And then you just and you can export it. You said that already.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. So if I wanted to go back here, I can display it as these options right here.
Oh, awesome. That's perfect. Perfect. That's what I need.
And that one goes hand in hand. I'll show you with the end of day. Because what this one will do, again, this gives the daily breakdown. And within each tab, you can click on it. Like if I were to see, I wanted to check what my sales were for April 4th. I can click on it. And then if I wanted to see, well, what are my full rooms taxable? I can click on that. So then within the report, there's different layers in that report.
Oh, that's cool that it's drillable.
Yeah, definitely. And this can be exported as well.
Okay. I love that it's drillable. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Any other questions on reports or analytics?
Nope, I don't think so. You said it has a channel manager. Do you connect to like booking.com and Expedia?
Yep, we do. So the channel manager is called Stayful, and it is a two-way integration. And the way that works is someone goes to booking.com and they reserve one of your rooms. That reservation would then go into the system and you'll see that reservation. So let's say it's for, let's say it's this one right here. It's going to show that reservation. And then when you click on it, it'll show that it came through from one of the channels.
Okay. Does that happen like instantly when a channel room is booked?
There's a bit of lag. I think it's maybe like at the very most 30 seconds or a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. But it will pull the room from the inventory.
Okay.
So it'll prevent double booking. Yeah, it'll prevent double booking.
Okay. And it's outside of roomMaster. You said it was Stayful?
It's called Stayful. I mean, I don't have a way to demo it. I can show you what the landing page looks like. But it's our
like
product.
Solution that it's your product. Okay.
Yeah, it's our product. It's not another company.
Okay.
It's our product.
We had to integrate with someone and something else. Okay,
no. I'm just trying to find.
Oh, that's okay. If you can't demo it, I
had it saved.
To like the Google free booking links. Does it let you do that?
So we are in the process of, here we go. We're in the process of getting that finalized with Google, but as of yet, we don't have the Google Analytics or the meta searches. Yeah, but that is coming.
You're gonna get meta search too? Okay.
Yep. I can't tell you when, but it is coming.
Cool. That's good to know.
Yeah. And this is the landing page, by the way. So you'd have your own username. But really what you're doing is setting everything up in here. So you would set your rates, your room types, and then you would just tell Stayful, hey, I want this rate and this room type for this date range. And then Stayful says, booking an Expedia, I need this rate and this room type for this date range.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. And do you have integrations with door locks?
We do. Yeah, so Dormacaba, that I don't know if you remember we had spoke on Friday. Yeah. If you guys keep them, we would integrate with Dormacaba.
Right.
And I can show you this if you want to see it, but it's our mobile app. So guests can actually open the doors with their phone.
Oh, do you have to they download an app and then they can open it?
Yeah, they would download the app. It's a Bluetooth enabled
Okay.
app. Do you think it would be beneficial for me to show you?
That's okay. I don't know if I like them having to download an app, because I know I wouldn't want to for a little one-off hotel. But let me think if there's anything else. Oh, guest messaging. Do you integrate with anyone who does guest messaging, text messaging and stuff?
At the moment, IKEA is going to be the only one that we're integrating with.
Okay. I haven't heard of. Well, I'm new. I know too. So okay. And you integrate with them now, you said?
That integration is coming.
Oh, it's coming. Okay. Do you know how soon?
I would say probably in the next, probably 2 or 3 months. I hate giving timelines.
I know.
It's very hard because if I say 2 months,
we were going to launch a product and then it'd be 2 years later. It was still not launched. So I remember timelines being deadly.
Because if I say 2 months, it could be 2 weeks. It could be 3 months. No, I totally. I just was wondering to be inside this year, hopefully. I don't think there's anything else I need to know. I think that covers it. Okay. Well, what are your thoughts on the PMS? I mean, can you see yourself using this at the hotel?
I think so. I like all the different filters and the drillable reports. It's one of the big features I'm looking for. And
be honest, I won't be offended.
No, do you integrate with QuickBooks?
We do.
You do. Okay.
Yeah, it's a very simple CSV upload.
Oh, all right, nice. No, it's in my top 2.
Who are we going up against?
Well, so far, it's of the people I've met with so far. Right now, I really like you and Think.
Okay.
I'm going to be meeting with Cloudbeds and Muse.
Okay.
This week, so I'll know more there. But I do like the customizable dashboard based on the role. That's cool. The calendar feels a little outdated to me, but it's functional. It's useful. And I like that you're going to be getting IKEA. Is that what is it? Or IKEA?
IKEA or IKEA. I guess it depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah. and the Google free booking links. I like that that's coming because I definitely want guest messaging and I want to, take advantage of the Google free booking links, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a little worried about the lag and overbookings but I didn't see anything in your reviews that said people had problems with that. So I guess it's not an issue. So I think it's good. You said you had payment solutions integrated already, which is great.
Yeah, payments, you wouldn't have to worry about that. That's through us.
Okay. And if I did want to use Stripe or something, they got back to me and I liked something about their integration. I don't know. But if I wanted to use them, would that be possible too?
You'd have to process outside of the PMS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to process in the PMS. It would have to be outside of the PMS. So you could still use them.
But you only offer the integration for your payment solution.
Correct. Yeah.
RoomPay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fair.
Out of curiosity, what was Think charging you? Did they quote you?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. $492.
For what?
18 rooms.
Wow. And how did you feel about that?
I'm just, I'm going to run numbers later, but I've seen, stuff that was 200. I've seen stuff that was 400. I feel like you get what you pay for. But so I want to see how everyone comes in.
So if you feel we're on the same par as Think, which they are, I would definitely say they are in our I hate using competitor analysis, but they are in our network of PMS providers that kind of line up with what we do. And they are significantly more than what we are. For 18 rooms, you'd be looking at $270 per month, and that's
that is
yeah,
quite a bit different. Okay.
And that's PMS, booking engine, channel manager, the guest portal. That's everything that I had shown you today.
Okay. Cool. And are there any other like integration fees if I integrated with something?
If you did the Aki integration, it's 65, but I can do that for 50. So then that would be
65 or 65 then plus I have an account with Akia too.
It'd be 275 for our integration plus the 50. So you'd be looking at 325 per month.
Plus 50. And then in that 50, does that cover the Akia service or?
No, so you're paying them. Yeah, you would pay them separately.
Okay.
And look, Katie, I can send all of this to you in an email. I don't expect you to take all of these notes.
Oh, that's okay. And do you have like a standard rate for your payment processing?
So it's interchange plus 1, and I think it's interchange plus 1%. So it's flat rates are usually like 3 or 5%. So this is an interchange plus only 1%.
Okay. Are the interchange like partner fees included in that too? I don't know what that is, but ChatGPT told me to ask.
Yeah. ChatGPT. Is that who you're using right now?
I'm asking a lot of my questions to ChatGPT. I was like, explain payment processing and
that is so cool.
Models. I was like, what questions should I ask? And it gave me all this information.
That's so funny. I use that for emails, but I also use it for my painting. So like I have a commission that I'm working on, and I'm like, can you please turn this subject into an oil painting so I can get a reference? And it did it. And it's like, what the heck?
That's awesome.
So,
so cool.
Interchange plus 1, essentially, and I'm not too privy on that because I'm not in payment processing. I'm in the PMS world. It's two completely separate. But interchange plus 1 essentially is the 1%, and then there's an interchange fee for using, I guess, Visa or Discover or American Express or whatever that is. I can send you when I send you the contract for the hotel, I'll send you the contract for the processing, and that'll have a little bit more information in there as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. No, it looks good. I'm excited I have a few more demos this week, and then next week kind of go through everything with my husband and try to make a decision.
Can I, and if you don't mind, do you mind me asking why you feel the need to have the other demos? Because I can tell you Cloudbeds is going to be more than us too, and they don't have 24/7 support.
Okay. Just because I want to do my due diligence and see everything that there is to offer, because you don't know what you're missing till you know. You don't know what you don't know is kind of, I've never looked at systems, so I want to see everything there is. And yeah, I'm not super price because I used to do pricing, so I really feel like you get what you pay for. So if it's more expensive, like you have to justify that. But like I'm open to, okay, what are the results and how are they going to differ? I don't know yet, but yeah, price I'll look at kind of after I kind of back into what value I think we get from each one and make a decision. At the end of the day, I just need something that works for us. But if it's got good reporting, and if it's got the integrations we need, then that's it.
Well, whoever you talk to, and I appreciate you sharing all that, Katie. Whoever else you talk to, just challenge them, to where they don't try to sell you before they show you what it is that they have to offer. And what I mean by that is some companies are notorious for like, here, sign up now, and then I'll show you. Whereas like, you know, and I'm only saying that because Cloudbeds is notorious for that, where they want you to whip your checkbook out like before they even show you.
Really?
Because the thing is, I hate saying this, but they have a really good PMS. They have a pretty good PMS, but they fall short in a lot of other areas, which really outweigh their PMS.
Like what?
Well, support is, I mean, they have like 10,000 plus customers. So they're like Walmart of the PMS world. And I don't knock them. That's their business model. I mean, it works for them. But the way Cloudbeds works is they're on a month to month when really it's quarter to quarter, the contract. And it's because they don't care about turnover because they don't build the PMS for you. So with you with 18 rooms, they're going to require you to do that. So that's fine. Their hands are clean. They're not building it. You're going to build it out. So if you leave, it's not like their implementation team did a bunch of work to set you up. You just leave.
Yeah.
So whereas we build the PMS out for you, and that's very time consuming, the rates, the there's a lot that goes into it. So it's stuff like that. They're like I said, they don't have 24/7 support. It's a ticketing system, which it works for them because they have 10,000 plus customers, but that's just not the business model that we have. And it no fault to them. That's just how their business model works,
Yeah. Okay.
So,
That's good. I mean, that's good. That's good to know. I'll keep that in the back of my mind. Because, you don't want things going wrong in the middle of the night and not having somebody to call.
I think it's funny. I think might be 24/7. Let me double check. I think the last time I checked their support, I think they're 24/7 as well, but it's a ticketing system. You have to submit a ticket. Yeah, it's a ticketing system. So you can call Monday through Friday during normal business hours, and then you have to submit a ticket. So that's, a lot of these companies is the drawback, but there's as many things that I can probably say about this other company. Inquest isn't perfect either. I don't work for a perfect company at all. I don't think that exists. So
no, I don't think that exists. I don't. That's fair. No, I've enjoyed seeing what you roomMaster, right?
roomMaster, yeah.
Yeah. So, and hopefully I will be talking to you soon.
Definitely. I will. What I'll do is I'll send you the contract, and then if you'd like, I can send you some demo access if you want to log in and kind of play around with it yourself.
Yeah, I'd love to look at kind of the report options. Sure.
Yeah, definitely. And then when do you think it makes sense to follow back up with you?
Probably end of next week.
End of next week? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
and if you can send me this recording, that would be great. And that way I
yes,
can
definitely.
tell my husband tonight.
Yes, it's going to take me a little bit to do the recording because I have to upload it on YouTube, but I'll get everything else over to you probably in the next 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
Katie, thank you for your time. I feel like this has been a great use of both of our times. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. If not, we'll talk in a week.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Bye, Katie. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.